Hi guys, I hope everyone you are quite fine. I am teacher Boniface. Here I'm going to teach you Civic and Moral Standard 5. You are most welcome in this lesson. In social studies, we are going to look about the environment. This is our main competence which we are going to look about. By definition, what is environment? Let us see the meaning of the word environment. Environment is everything that surrounds human being. What is environment? Environment is everything that surrounds human being. So every human being is surrounded by environment. Environment is also divided into two main components. The two main components of the environment are living component and the non-living components. The main components of the environment are: one, living component, and also another component of the environment are non-living component. Okay, so these two main components of the environment, you have seen that there is the living components and the non-living components. So when we talk about the living components, we are talking about the plants and the animals. Those two components are non-living, are living components. But in the other side, we have non-living components. When we talk about non-living components, we are talking about water, land, and air. Without these components, all living organisms, it is not possible to survive because we depend on these components. Now, living components, say that living components are, and in living components we have plants, we have also animals. These are also components which human beings depend on in order to survive. For the case of non-living components are water, air, and land. Therefore, there are 5 components of the environment which are drawn from the main two components. So, for living organism, in order for living organism to survive, we depend on these components of the environment. We depend on plants. For instance, in case of plants, we get food here. Also, we get air from plants. Animals, in case of animals here, we can get also food. Non-living components like water, air, and land. We know that without water, living organism cannot survive. without air, we use it to breathe in and out. In order to survive, land we normally use as our settlement. So these 5 components of the environment are very important to human being and the other living organisms. So here, let us go to see, although we depend on these components, but sometimes we destroy the environment while we depend on it. So let us go to see the ways of destroying the environment. It means that we are going to look about environmental destruction. Environmental destruction. So firstly, we are supposed to know the meaning of the word destruction. What is destruction? To destruct means to reduce the value of something. Destructing means to destruct means to reduce the value of something. Okay, so to destruct means to reduce the value of something. So environment, we depend on our environment, but we use it to destruct them. We use to destroy our environment. So in different ways. Human being is the main source of environmental destruction. Why human being is the main causative of environmental destruction? This is through his human economic activities. When performing different activities that help him or her to run his or her life, he or she destroys the environment. So let us see different ways of environmental destruction. Ways of environmental destruction. Firstly, say that environment is mostly destroyed by human being. Environment is mostly destroyed by human being. Through economic activities. Ways of environmental destruction. So first of all, we are supposed to know what is the source, what is the causative of environmental destruction. We said that environment is mostly destroyed by human being through economic activities. So when human beings carry out their economic activities, they can cause or they lead to the environmental destruction. So let us see different ways. Let us see different ways of environmental destruction. There are 7 ways that lead to the environmental destruction. First of all, it's deforestation. We have deforestation. Also overgrazing. We have also mining activities. Mining activities. Also, it is industrial activities. Agricultural activities. These are some of the ways of environmental destruction. How do these activities destroy the environment? Let us see one after another. Firstly, we have deforestation. Let us see the meaning of deforestation. What is deforestation? Deforestation is the process of cutting down trees without making replacement. Why do people cut down trees? People cut down trees for different purposes. Sometimes people can cut down trees in order for agricultural activities, or people can cut down trees for the purposes of making furniture. Furniture like table, like chairs. So this led to environmental destruction. So when people cut down trees, they change the nature of that area, of that environment. That's why we say it is among the ways of environmental destruction. Let us see about overgrazing. When we say overgrazing, we are talking about an act or the process of keeping a large number of animals in a small piece of land or in a small area. So you find it is a large number of animals is kept in a small area, which led to the destruction of that area. A large number of animals in a small area can lead to the soil erosion, which means that those animals can eat all the grass and remain and make the land remain bare, which can cause soil erosion. What does it mean? Soil erosion means either removal of the top of land from one place to another through agents of erosion. Agents of erosion, I mean wind and water. Running water and wind are agents of erosion. I was talking about overgrazing. Now let us see about mining activities. What is mining? Mining is the extraction of minerals from the ground. So this activity involves digging big holes or big pits, which cause to change the nature of the environment. So such pits can destroy the environment. Another way of environmental destruction, we say industrial activities. What is industry? Let us see the meaning of industry. Industry is a place where raw materials are turned into finished goods. Industry is a place where raw materials are turned into finished goods. So when this activity is taking place, there are some wastes or garbage from in such industries. So they are not well managed. Or they are not well disposed. So when they are not disposed well, they can destroy the environment. Another way of environmental destruction, we say it is agricultural activities. When people want to establish their agriculture activities, they use it to clear all the grass and trees or bush which surround that area, so that they can get an area for their activity, for their agriculture activity. So this led to the environmental destruction. Now, we have already seen the importance of environment to human beings and other living organisms. So, if the problem are these things, how can we overcome this problem of environmental destruction? There are different measures that can be taken in order to stop this problem. What are they? First of all, people, you take a note here. Let us see measures to be taken in order to solve this problem of environmental destruction. Measures to be taken in order to solve this problem of environmental destruction. We can say how to overcome environmental destruction. How to overcome environmental destruction. Firstly, we have already seen that we have already seen ways of environmental destruction. So in order to stop this problem, we are supposed to stop these causes. That we are supposed to stop deforestation, we are supposed to stop overgrazing, we are supposed to stop this, to use good ways of mining activities. Also in agriculture, we are supposed to use good ways even when we want to conduct these things. So how to overcome environmental destruction? First of all, there should be environmental education. There should be environmental education. What does it mean? Here we mean that environmental education, it means that people should be educated on the proper ways of using the environment. How to use the environment. This is one among the ways that can be taken to solve the problem of environmental destruction. Also, afforestation. Afforestation. What is afforestation? We are supposed to know first the meaning of afforestation as the way of overcoming the problem of environmental destruction. Afforestation means the process of planting trees to the bare land. You find the area has no trees, you plant. So when you plant trees to the area where there are no trees, it means you make afforestation. This is another way of solving this problem of environmental destruction. Another way of solving this problem, it is reforestation. You can say reforestation or reforestation. Reforestation or reforestation. What does it mean? Reforestation means that when you cut down trees, you are supposed to plant other trees. You make replacement. You cut tree, then you plant other trees. That is what it called reforestation. This is also the best way of solving this problem or overcoming this problem of environmental destruction. Also, proper way of waste management. This means that we are supposed to have pits that when you collect your garbage or any kind of rubbish, you're supposed to dump or to dispose them in the pits. In Tanzania, in the year 1983, in Tanzania, in 1983, Tanzania introduced an institute that deals with the environment, which is called, in short, is written NEMC. what is the meaning of name? The long form of this name, it means that it is national environmental management, National Environmental Management Council. So this is an organ which deals with the environment in Tanzania. So because due to time, I have no more to talk about, but let me give you the work to do as your homework from what we have covered. I'm sure everyone you have understood well, so you are supposed to do this exercise. I'm going to do this exercise. I can do as your homework. And it's not from what you are going to do this work, it is from what you have learned now. Question number 1. This is exercise. Question number 1. Give out the meaning of the following words. We have environment, also you give out the meaning of deforestation. You give out the meaning of afforestation. You give out the meaning of reforestation. Give out the meaning of soil erosion. Question number 2. List down 2 agents. List down 2 agents of soil erosion. Question number 3. Write the long form of name. This is your homework. Thank you very much for listening. Lastly, I would like to remind you about coronavirus. Coronavirus is a very dangerous disease. Take measures. Stay home. Be safe. Thank you very much.